pick him up and lay him down. Here comes Rackers with a run-up. And the boot, he kicks it deep. Backing up to catch it at the Steelers' 1 is Kerry Davis. To the 10, 15. At the 20, there's resistance, and he's down at the Steelers' 22-yard line with 2:31 to go.
So the Steelers' offense comes out. Now, this is where if you're in that huddle, you know, Ben Roethlisberger, the leader of that huddle, Hines Ward is the other leader. You say, all right, fellas, one play at a time. Everybody keep your composure. We didn't think it was going to be easy. This is where we take over the game. We had our opportunities. We missed them. We take care of it right now.
Steelers break the huddle. Then we'll go shotgun with a sidecar to his left. 2:31 left. Steelers have 2 timeouts. They trail by 3. Roethlisberger with the cadence count. Gets the snap. Steps up in the pocket. Runs. Dumps it off underneath. The pass is caught at the 25-yard line, and out of bounds is Wolfley Moore.
Holding again.
The marker's down at the 20-yard line.
And boy, Antonio Smith is talking a lot of trash to Chris Kimoyatu.
Holding. Offense. Number 68. 10-yard penalty. First down.
Nope, back to the 12. Go the Steelers.
That's not good. You can't start the drive with a holding penalty. Puts you in the jackpot. As my old offensive line coach Ron Blackledge used to say, that if you're starting first and 20, it's an awful long 20.
2:24 to go. Pittsburgh with a long field challenge, down 3. First and 20 from their 12 after the holding call. Then in the shotgun, sidecar to his left in Wolfley Moore. Double slot right. Then gets the snap. He's back. He waits. He escapes, starts running to his right, throws it on the run. The pass is caught. First down. Out over the 25. Holmes gets to the 27. No, it's not a first down. Excuse me. It's out to the 27 for 15. It'll set up a 2nd and 5.
All right, very doable 2nd and 5. Steelers going no huddle. And it's going to be the 2-minute warning.
It's now time for the 2-minute warning. Timeout. Hold on. This pass is going to be into and out of the hands of the intended receiver, Nate Washington, as they just beat the 2-minute warning and now get us to 1:56. The Steelers will have a 3rd down and 5.
A great job by Ben stopping before, but I thought it was in 2 minutes. It looked like the officials didn't call it. They let the play go.
Yes, they did. And so we'll take the break. It's time now for the...
A Hyundai isn't one of them. Choose the roomy Elantra, the well-equipped Santa Fe, or the fuel-efficient Sonata. You'll get more car for less cash, plus America's best warranty. 10 years, 100,000 miles. Hurry in today. See dealer for limited warranty details. Safety belts should always be worn.
Steelers Nation rocks here. 102.5 DVE.
Welcome back to Raymond James Stadium. Super Bowl 43, Ellis Cannon, 1:56 to go. The Steelers about to take the huddle. Larry Fitzgerald exploded like Bill Hillgrove suggested he could. Now 6 catches, 107. The Steelers with the ball. Back to Billy.
3rd down and 6 at their own 26. Ben in the shotgun. 1:56 to go. His team trails by 3. Sidecar and Moore to his left. 2 each way. Arizona showing blitz. Here they come. Jailbreak. Ben is going to step up in the pocket and fire the pass complete to Santonio Holmes with a great catch in traffic up at the 39-yard line. 13-yard pass play.
They have gone after Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie all day long, and Santonio is spinning the young man around almost every play.
1:33 as Ben gets the snap. Little safety valve out in the right flat. Nate Washington turns up the heat and gets to the midfield stripe for 11 yards and a first down, but he's tackled on the field of play by Wilson. And the clock winds to 1:20.
Nice job by Nate on that out route, and Ben hits him in stride. Now the Steelers are out to the 50. Still have 2 of their timeouts with 1:13 left.
And in the shotgun, 1st and 10 at midfield. He's back. He steps around in the pocket. He runs forward. He's going to be hit and dropped as he gets to the 46-yard line. Steelers are going to have to call a timeout as he's dropped by Carlos Dansby.
All right, Dansby makes a nice place. Wolf, what's going on down there?
Now, indeed, you got to see that Antonio Smith. He's very slippery when he gets an edge rush. Beat that time. Chris came out to Justin Hartwig, came over and laid a full body block on him. That allowed Ben to get upfield. But again, you got to watch Antonio Smith. He is very slippery on the edge.
All right, Steelers probably are going to need to get to at least about the 32-yard line. You'd like it more.
It's a little bit of a, I'm sorry, Tunch. There's a little bit of a breeze, and it's slightly left to right, but not insurmountable. 2nd down and 6 at the Arizona 46 for Pittsburgh. Steelers down to 1 timeout.
Well, even if you get it to the 32, you got a 50-yarder, and Jeff Reed's got the leg. You want to get it in closer, but with 1:02 left in this football game, and the Steelers right there at the 46-yard line.
Holmes is split to the boundary right. Washington tight to the formation. And a wide split for Heath Miller inside Hines Ward. Ben with a 2nd and 6, 1:02 left at the 46 of Arizona. Gets the snap. Pumps, fires a pass, it's caught.
Running down the sideline, 30, 25, Santonio to the 10. Santonio tackled at the 5-yard line with 51 seconds now, 50 to go. 1st and goal, Pittsburgh.
What a play by Santonio Holmes. He hooks it up right underneath Francisco, the safety who's playing over the top, turns him around, breaks it down to the, 5-yard line or 7-yard line, and it is 1st and goal. What a ball game.
44 seconds. The Steelers burn their final timeout, and they have a 1st and goal. What a play for both Ben and Santonio as the Steelers now enter the Heinz red zone. They're at the 7. Stop by your local Giant Eagle this week for special savings on Heinz red zone products. Now, finish it off.
Now, Ben has an opportunity to show that he is the best quarterback in the National Football League. We talked about it earlier. All week long, he's been talking about how bummed out he was after the last Super Bowl because he didn't play very well. And he just had this do not be denied attitude coming into this ball game. And on this drive, he just put them on their back. He's 20-28 with 252 yards. He's making guys miss. He's got guys on his back. He's got guys jumping on his leg. And he's still getting the ball downfield.
39 yards to Holmes to the 7. 1st and goal. Ben goes empty set. He's back in the shotgun by himself. We got a banana bunch tight right. Twins left. Ben barks away. 1st and goal at the Arizona 7. Gets the snap. Looks right. Fires. Nope. Holds it and then fires to the end zone. It's overthrown in the left corner of the end zone. Ben fooled me. He fired it, but it kept it. I mean, he pumped and then he went left. Incomplete in the end zone. It's 2nd down and goal.
Well, the way he pulled that down, Billy, the reason he faked you out is he faked me out too. He was looking for Hines to the right, and he almost goes for him. Santonio's running a crossing route all the way to the corner. Then he pulls it down, and he puts it up into the corner, and it's just beyond the outstretched fingertips of Santonio Holmes. 2nd
and goal at the 7. Ben in the shotgun has a protector this time. 43 seconds to go. Ben gets the snap. He's back. He pumps. He scrambles around, throws it back corner of the end zone.
Santonio with a touchdown. Santonio Holmes. I don't know how he did it. Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie doesn't know how he did it, but they ruled touchdown in the far right corner of the end zone.
He's got to his right Santonio Holmes, Hines Ward, and Weldy Moore in a bunch. Weldy goes out in the flat, Hines posts, and actually Ben was looking at Hines initially, then he looks for Santonio in the corner, and Santonio goes up, comes down with his feet down in the corner. What a throw, what a catch, what a game.
35 seconds left. They have ruled touchdown. This is reviewable.
It's got to be reviewed.
Holmes with a leap.
But his feet are in.
His feet look like they came down. That's a reaction from the crowd. Let's see.
Yep, he's got it. He's got the ball. The feet are in. He goes to the ground. The ball's still in his hands. What a finish to an unbelievable Super Bowl.
I mean, this team was in a lot of trouble. Down 3, starting from their 22, and they get a holding call, and now apparently are in the end zone. I'm sure Terry McCauley comes to the equipment to make sure. Oh, I see 2 toes down in the end zone. 2 big toes.
Yeah, they're down. That's a touchdown.
What a play by Santonio. The young man from Ohio State in his 3rd season. It's been fun to watch him mature on the field.
What a playoff for Santonio. Starting in San Diego, going to the AFC Championship game against the Baltimore Ravens. Big play after big play. Coming in here to the Super Bowl and just having an unbelievable day against Cromartie Rogers.
Let's wait until this thing stands up before we make any other pronouncements. Holmes, 9 catches for 133 yards. Wolfman, what's happening down there?
As you can tell, there's a lot of joy in Mudville, and it was really cool because Santonio Holmes, after the catch in the muggin, comes up the sideline. I say the muggin from his joyous teammates. Comes up the sidelines, and now you got Hines Ward and Santonio Holmes stand there, and they just kind of embracing one of those, almost like a passing of the torch. Big play, it's a big play. Hines Ward, the MVP of the last Super Bowl. Now Santonio Holmes making the biggest catch of his young career.
And here comes Terry McCauley working his 2nd Super Bowl as the referee. He's going to tell us what he's seen.
After review, the receiver controlled the football, came down on both toes, inbounds, touchdown.
And this stadium erupts. The terrible towel is very much in evidence. It's unbelievable what this team has done to put themselves in this position. Because if Reed can make the extra point, it takes away any field goal possibilities for Arizona.
What a ball game. What a ball game. What a Super Bowl. And, you got to give credit to Ben Roethlisberger. He's been outstanding tonight.
Extra point try forthcoming. Reed, 7th-year man from North Carolina. Berger with a hold. That kick is up. That kick is good. The Steelers have a 4-point lead. Arizona has 2 timeouts, but they only have 35 seconds to answer, and they got to put it in the end zone.
Really, we were talking about it as the Steelers took over. By the Arizona Cardinals scoring that quickly, it gave the Steelers plenty of time left in this ball game to march down the field. Great drive by Ben, making guys miss, as you pointed out. The series started out. The drive started out with a holding penalty, and now you're thinking, oh, man, 1st and 20. You don't want to put yourself in that position. But Ben hung in there, scrambled around, made time for himself, as he's done all year long. He's been phenomenal in the playoffs, making himself time, giving himself extra time, and not throwing interceptions.
He was 6 for 8 on that final drive. Well, let's hope it's the final drive because the ball goes back to Arizona. I'm sure a squib kick is something that the Steelers are thinking right now because that will wind time as Arizona tries to field that slippery football.
So now the D, all of a sudden there is energy on the sidelines, and that D is huddled together, and they're talking about how they've got to end it right now.
Here comes Jeff Reed, ready for play. Here's the run-up, and he's going to kick it deep. Retreating is J.J. Arrington to take it his own 1. Behind the wedge at the 10, the 15, the 20, and he's down inside the 25 with a clock at 29 seconds left. Anthony Madison fittingly made that special teams tackle. He's been a whirling dervish all year long for the Steelers and Bob Ligashevsky.
And they have a long field to drive. And you cannot believe the way the energy and the momentum has switched back and forth through the course of this half. And just when the Steelers look down on the sideline, there is energy, and the terrible towels are out, and now Kurt Warner and company, they're in a tough place to be.
Dime for the Steelers. Shotgun for Warner. Protector to his left. Gets his snap. 3-man rush. He waits, he dances, he throws the pass, and it is caught by Larry Fitzgerald, but he's tackled on the field of play. First down up at the 43. What do they rule?
They got to call timeout. Catch and tackled. They got to call timeout. 22 seconds left.
They do. 22 left, but that will be a first down. Polamalu made the tackle for Pittsburgh.
And Larry was almost out of bounds. He was trying real hard to get to the far sidelines. He ran that crossing route, and Warner bought himself time by scrambling a little bit to his left, moving around in the pocket, and he finds Fitzgerald in stride, but they still got a long way to go there at their own 43-yard line.
And they have 1 timeout remaining. They have a 1st and 10. Fitzgerald, after a quiet first half, has become a force for the Cardinals here in the second half.
What a game.
Picks up 20 on that one.
Man, my stomach's in knots.
Steelers defense has to get the job done here and finish this thing off. 22 seconds left. Arizona down to one timeout. 1st and 10 at their own 43. Double slot right. Warner in the gun. 3-man rush. He's back. Steps up. Looks. Dumps it underneath. Running with the football across midfield and getting a hard, high hit from James Harrison is J.J. Arrington. And that's going to be enough for the first down at the Pittsburgh 40. Where are they going to spot it? 45-yard line? 44.
And the Arizona
15 seconds.
The Arizona Cardinals just used their last timeout with 15 seconds left in this ball game. And what you're going to see is the Steelers secondaries, they're going to be playing with huge cushions. They're going to give up stuff underneath. The good thing about that for the Steelers is their defense is fast enough to get to the receiver after the catch. So you're going to see that. And I think if you're Arizona, you have a shot. You want to get a little bit closer and then throw it into the end zone.
What a ball game. It has gone back and forth, especially here in the second half. And the Steelers engineered a beautiful 78-yard drive. Now can the Cardinals go 77? They have no timeouts. Warner 31 of 43 for 377 yards. He faces a 1st and 10 at the Pittsburgh 44 with 15 seconds left. He's out of timeouts. Warner in the shotgun. Steelers show a 3-man rush. 8 people deep. He gets the snap. He's back. He steps up. He runs around. He's going to be throwing the football incomplete. Do the Steelers have a fumble recovery? No, incomplete pass.
His arm was coming forward.
We have one official saying incomplete. We have another saying Pittsburgh ball.
The referee is pointing.
It's over, folks. 5 seconds to go, and the Steelers play takeaway. And now a late penalty.
Billy, I think there's a helmet off, but I think they're going to take a look at that. You know, with 5 seconds left in the ball game, if you're the official.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, recovering team, 15-yard penalty, helmet removal. First down, Pittsburgh.
Now the replay officials are looking at this play, and they're looking at it, but they're not. And of course, at this point in the ball game, with 5 seconds left, the official has to send it upstairs for a review.
Woodley made the hit. Warner scrambled around, stopped, started again. Woodley stayed right with him, and that arm never came forward. I am sorry. It came forward, but the ball was long out. And the Steelers recover the fumble. Who's on the football?
I think Brett Kiesel. Billy, I think you're right. I think that ball was not coming forward. It was extended to the back, and Kurt Warner's shoulder's got to be killing him.
There is no challenge. There is no replay. There's a knee. And Super Bowl 43 is history. The Pittsburgh Steelers have won the Super Bowl for a 6th time, unprecedented in the annals of NFL play.
Billy, every time this team needed to make a play this year, they came up with a big play. And in only his 2nd year, Mike Tomlin has won the Super Bowl.
Hats off to Tomlin and the coaching staff. These players who had that quiet confidence reflecting their coach's personality all season long. And when things looked dark, a man who was embarrassed by his play in Super Bowl 40 guided them down the field for the winning score, and the defense took care of business. The Pittsburgh Steelers are Super Bowl champions. Now you can purchase the official Reebok Super Bowl champions merchandise, including the Locker Room Championship hat and T-shirt at any one of the 5 Steelers sideline stores. Or log on to Steelers.com. Get it right. Get it direct from the team. The confetti's all in the air. This was a great one, and the Steelers prevailed. And now it's time for the high mark of the game. Brought to you by Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield. Coach Ilkin, how about your high?
I'm going Santonio Holmes in the corner of the end zone, the winning touchdown. How could you give it to anybody else?
You could think about Ben Roethlisberger.
Oh, but I'm talking about the play of the game.
Oh, the play of the game, the high mark of the game.
Not the MVP. I'm talking about, because it could go to Ben. MVP could easily go to Ben.
Craig Wolfley, do you have a high mark for us?
Yeah, I got to go San Antonio's touchdown. But how do you split that with the Silverback? Those are just two tremendous plays. So I got to split it down the middle and give them the vote.
Oh, yeah. Good point by you, Wolf.
Tonight's High Mark of the Game feature brought to you by Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield. Have a greater hand in your health. While they set up the ceremony, we remind you the final score of Super Bowl 43, Pittsburgh 27, the Cardinals 23. This place is pure bedlam because of the number of Steelers fans in Tampa. That's the end of the game with a final score, 27-23. Stay tuned for Steelers Wrap-Up. You're listening to the Pittsburgh Steelers Football Network.